Hi, it's Amanda Hartman here from the Spectronics Consultancy team. Here's a really quick blog into this app here, which is a new team favourite of ours. It's called Ftvs-Hd. It's a good Karma app, and there was an older version of this. They've now done a whole brand new app as a new release, and it's fantastic. It now supports both choice boards and videos, which is just fantastic. So let's pop into it and check it out. And this is what it looks like. So when you come in, you'll see that there are a few samples: Saturday chores, getting dressed, morning school return. So let's have a look at one of the ones that's already there. So what we're looking at is we're just in use mode at the moment. Of course, we can go into edit mode in a second and show how to do it. So let's say we're organising to get dressed in the morning. Now the idea is that it's got a sequence of things that you need to do. So think about, you could be setting up a schedule for them of the steps to get dressed in the morning, their timetable for the day, steps of mini tasks that they need to get a task completed, lots of different things, even first then reward sort of thing. So first we do this work and then we can do this. And the idea is down along the bottom here, right along the bottom are all the different format choices that we can have. But for each one, you tick it when it's done, and it puts a big tick across it, and then they can swipe down. I'm sorry, that's like the most dodgy pair of underwear that I've ever seen. I refuse to tick that off. Okay, let's have a look at some of the other formats. So we can have 2 on a page. Okay, we can tick them off. We can also have them all listed down on the page there, and again we tick them off. You push the little circle up, rewind button, reset button up the top here when you want to restart and start again. That's that blue circle button up the top there. We can also have the Velcro strip where you pull it off and it gets put away into the envelope. I think that one's a kind of a nice cool visual one as well. So you've got your little finished envelope over there to put things in as you go. You can also have a strip where things are tapped on, dragged across to move, to go through the different steps for the day, to get ready, to get dressed. So that's the basic format, and you can choose from here all the different formats. You can reset it and go. So let's have a look at how we might do it. Actually, before I do that, I do want to show you something that's one of the new features that I like, and that's the use of a choice board. So let's see what a choice board looks like. So when we want to create one later, we can do that. So I'm going to click Work Then. Now, this is a first then, which is a very good behavioural technique to help manage behaviour. So a child has to do their least preferred activity before they do their preferred activity. So in this case, this student was having to do some writing within his Proloquo to Go communication set. So we ticked that off when he did it, and then he got to choose a reward. But what happens when I click on choose a reward, and you could do this at the beginning or at the end so that they know what they're working for, you can see that for his free time, he can either have some M&Ms, play Mr. Potato Head, watch TV, or use the computer. So just say for this activity, when he's finished writing his sentences, he wants to play with Mr. Potato Head. That's now put on the board. So we reset it, so you can choose your reward, choose Mr. Potato Head. Okay, have you written your sentences? Yes, you've written your sentences. We might even be specific and say write 5 sentences, for example. And then you can play Mr. Potato Head, ticked it off, and you can achieve your reward there. Okay, so what we had underneath there was what's called a choice board. So behind here, we've embedded a choice board with different pictures on it. So that's fantastic. We can also put video behind things now, so I'm going to go into edit mode and show you how we do that. So when I click on the cog down the bottom here, I can go into edit mode. Okay, so once I'm in edit mode, you can see up the top, along the top here, I have a green plus button, and that's where I'm going to add a new schedule, which we're going to do now. I can also, I know I'm in edit mode because I can see the edit button down the bottom, and you want to look out for that edit button as we're into things. But let's add a new schedule to begin with. Let's follow that there. So let's create a new schedule, and we might say something like, you could even do a schedule for taking turns. It doesn't really matter what it is for now. So you put your title up in the top bar, you click up here in the picture image, and you can use the stock images that they have. You can access your camera, you can download things, but I'm going to use my image library. Now when I click on that, you can see it's taking me to my camera roll. So that way I can see images and click on them and use them. Okay, so here we go. So I'm doing, this is kind of a schedule. So what I did then, I did it too fast for you. So what I've done is I've created an image for my schedule, and I've got the title for it. Now I have to push this green plus button to add all of the steps for the schedule. So this is what I do here. First of all, I enter a description for it, like Olivia has a turn first. Okay, and then again I clicked on the add a photo button and I put it on, okay, and say use. So now I've got a photo. I can also record my voice. Record. Olivia has a turn first. Okay, so now I've got a sound recording. This is where I can attach a video or a choice board, which we're going to do later, and I say save. So now you can see the first step for this taking turns board is there. Push the green plus again, add her another one. I have quiet, waiting, hands. So this is kind of a schedule. It's also a bit of a social story as well, and that's okay. We can do that. This time I'm going to zoom in so that it's just the picture of just her quiet, waiting hands there. Okay, I won't record my voice because I'll just try and go fast, and then I'll add one more. Olivia gives me a turn. Okay, add a photo. Oops, sorry, I clicked stock images then. I meant to push my image library to go back in and do it, and then save that. Okay, so I've added just 3 steps to my schedule. I click save down on the bottom. If I want to go and have a look at my taking turns, I have to go and turn edit mode off, and then we can go into that basic, done, go into that basic taking turns. So that would have spoken. I don't think I have my sound on for you, so I do. Okay, obviously with the mirroring the sound's not working there. So we can go through, have quiet waiting hands, Olivia gives me the turn, and the schedule's finished. Okay, so that's an easy one. So we created a brand new one from scratch. So we went into edit mode and we added one with that green plus. What if we've started one and we want to go back and edit it? For example, like this getting ready for school one of Abby's. If I do edit from this mode, it allows me to change the image that I've selected for each of my boards. It also lets me delete ones that I don't want anymore. But what we want to do, so I'll click out of edit mode, is we want to open up the schedule first, like the getting ready for school, and then we can click the edit button to go into edit mode. And we're already in edit mode, I should say, because I've got the green plus button back again, so I can keep adding steps. So let's add the next step of what she has to do when she wakes up in the morning. I've already made her make her bed and do the dishwasher, slave driver, I know. So the next thing she has to do is eat breakfast. Okay, so we'll go into our image library and go into the camera roll and find a picture of her eating her breakfast and use that. And again, I can do a voice recording behind it. I eat my breakfast. So I'm going to push the green plus again to add another one. This time, go to the toilet, so I can keep adding buttons just like this. I know you all want to see a photo of her going to the toilet. Not really. She said, don't take a photo of me, Mum. So we have a picture of the toilet door there. That's fine. Okay. So I'm going to add. This time I'm going to do something slightly different. We're going to say brush my teeth. I still need to add a photo from my image library and find a picture of Abby brushing her teeth, which is there, and use that. That's fine. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a video. And you can see I can record a video live or I can select a video. When I select a video, it takes me to my camera roll. I go into my camera roll and I find the video there. And here's the video. And we say use. Now it's compressing that. You're seeing a slightly different image, but that's now been added to that button of brushing teeth. So let's say save that. let's save the whole thing. And we're back at our beginning because we've saved it. Let's go out of edit mode and open up and see what that looks like, okay? So yes, she's woken up in the morning. Yes, she made her bed. Yes, she did the dishwasher. Yes, she eats her breakfast. Yes, she went to the toilet. Now this time you can see I've got a little camera behind it. So look what happens this time when I click on it. Before I can tick the box to say I've done it, it's actually going to play the video of people brushing their teeth, which is just one I've got off YouTube. But of course you would take a short video of your child brushing their teeth, so that they could actually, see a video of that schedule, of that step in the schedule, I should say. Okay. All right. And then once she's watched the video, to remind her how to brush her teeth, you can tick it off on the schedule there. So what we did then is we added a video behind one of the steps in the schedule, which is fantastic. Okay, I'm going to go back into edit mode. This time we're going to create a choice board. So let's create a new one from scratch and just say, we'll call it morning schedule. Okay, and again, we'll use the stock images this time. We'll see what they have. If I do a search for the word morning, at school or something. I'm just trying to find a random book. So let's just put the blocks on there for now. That was just me trying to pick an image for what's going to be on our story. Now let's add our steps to our schedule. So the first step is that we have to do reading. So we can add a photo. So I'll go to my image library. I'm sure I have a picture of a book somewhere. So we'll just pick a picture. We're going to do reading first and then save. So we have to do our reading and then we can do play. So again, we'll just find a symbol for play. Playground, no, let's put those symbols of blocks back on again. There we go. So it's playtime. Now this time, so they're going to do reading first, then they're going to do some play. But for play, they have some choices of what they might want to do. So what I want to attach to this button is I want to attach a choice board. So what I need to do is I need to add a choice board, and this choice board is called Play Choices. Okay, and again, hang on a minute, we'll again, with our image for it, we'll stick to that picture of the blocks because we've had that a couple of times. Okay, so now we've got play choices. Now let's add our play choices onto here. So we can have blocks, and we'll get those blocks from the stock images there. And I could record my voice behind it as well. We could also have, for play, what else could we have? Mr. Potato Head. So go into my image library and find my picture of Mr. Potato Head that I just had. There he is, he's a policeman today. Okay. So save that. Green plus button. And we could go outside and do tennis. I'm going to click the use up the top button there and then say save. Okay, so you can keep going like this, adding a whole lot of choices. Okay, so I've added a whole heap of choices. You can see I've even added, an app image so that maybe they could choose their favourite app to do as their play choice. And I'm going to click save down on the bottom here. And so now what I have is I'm going to click that play choices board. So you can see I've got a choice board and it says play. And so now that's the one that's going to be linked behind this cell. So let's say save. Okay, so we've got our two choices, reading then play. We save it. We go back out. Now, of course, we're still in edit mode, so we need to turn edit mode off so that we can test it out. Now I click onto my morning schedule and you can see I might change the format, so I'm like this. So I'll reset it. So we're going to do reading first and then we're going to do play. Now when I click on play, this time it flips over and it gives me the choice. So I can make a choice before we start reading what I'm going to be working for. Maybe I might be working, I want to play on my favourite app, Mr. Potato Head with the blocks, I want to go outside and play tennis, let's say I want to do my favorite app, the Stop and Go app. Okay, so then I do my reading, and then I do my Stop and Go app, and then I'm on to my next thing. So that is how we added videos and choice boards behind it, and this app is a fantastic tool for that. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.